my name is Mitz, and here we're back at the Zodiac Trial. So before we start off searching this boiler room, there's a few things I want to add of what I just realized from part 2 and just going through this game more. That there's a pre-splash art that appears whenever you boot up this game, and it shows everyone around in a circle. It's a pretty cool splash, yet the one thing that gets my attention is the person at the very top with the black hair. Presumably that's the protagonist, since literally everyone else in the circle is accounted for, yet her face, Mouse's face, is turned away. Well, it's maybe an innocuous detail just to have, like, a protagonist where you just put yourself into. This is a mystery game. So literally, that could be part of the ruse and all of that. But there's no way to know if that, like, it's mostly just be a design choice or for mystery, so far we're really too early on to even to know where the pinpoint either side. The one thing I really want to see more of this game handled down, since since literally last time they just put out two adverse personalities that two people in the group are going to have, who are now going to be your enemies, or everyone's going to be suspicious of each other now. I'm just wondering if the personalities that everyone else has besides those two bad ones do anything. Because we had the abilities of, like, you know, the animals everyone has. Mouse is, like, can just ride on someone else's. But you also have the clever personality type, which I went back and saw. What does that have to do with anything? I swear, like, if two personalities have unique, you know, role, like, a requirement for, like, to win, does that mean everyone else must have a requirement too? I really want to see something like that happen. I really want to see. But we're not going to get any further without touching on, so let's just go on and go through this weird boiler room. Every school has one. After a bit looking, I stumbled across what looked to be a backup generator. Well, isn't the place already turned on then? Well, what's this doing here? Well, that alone is strange. I only became worried when I realized its charging cord had been cut off. Okay, so it's a generator used for something. It's probably for a puzzle, that, or a very important location which someone decided to kill for no reason. Or for military reasons. You don't know. Why? Who would want to plug that led to nothing but an exposed wire? For aesthetic purposes. Don't you know anything about decorating? Just get an interior decorator in here. They'll tell you what it means. It's all meant for decoration. And who cut this off? Brian? Or someone here? I kept looking in the room, but I wasn't able to find anything else noteworthy. They said all the trinkets have, like, a code on them, so you can just put it to tablets. But is there some, like, I guess toweapons here, like a bolt cutters or anything like that? Or, like, you know, wire cutters, like, not bolt cutters, wire cutters that just snip off the plug? I took my tablet, and it was getting close to the end of the round. It's probably a good time to input a move and get it back to the cafeteria. Okay, so the one thing here is, if literally no one uses an ability right now, and everyone uses run, I'll be more impressed that everyone, even the two people who need to get to the end alone, or, like, you know, a very specific number of people, then I'll be impressed with how abrasive and reckless they're being. Looking at my tablet, my eyes were drawn to the act button. If there was someone I suspected, I could use my ability on them. After all, they stuck to the plan, then there would be no difference. It was only logical then to use it, right? No, I couldn't. No, I couldn't. Using the ability in of itself signaled my distrust. The last thing I wanted now was to disrupt the tiniest piece we'd achieved. I clicked on run and made my way to the cafeteria. That's another thing. Obviously, like, since, like, it's a visual novel with 52 endings, like they said at the outset, how are they gonna, like, spin it down to, like, you know, select number of choices then? Since, you know, the race is very, very more ambiguous. It's open-ended almost. It appeared I was one of the first ones there. Oh yeah, first comes, first serve. The only other person there was Tiger. Hey, Mouse! How'd the search go? I hate to admit it, but I wasn't able to find anything. A generator? Yeah, me neither. It's a real shame. But hey, maybe the others have fared better. Yeah, I'm pretty sure at least one of the person is. I still want to know where everyone found the trinkets from no reason but note-taking. Don't worry about that. Let's hope. Right as I said this, the dragon ran in. Dragon rolled himself in. Oh no. She looked panicked. Oh, okay. Tiger, quickly, give me your key to your weapon closet. What? I can't do that. I wasn't trusted this. Fine, then come with me. What? Wait, what's going on? Just hurry! Someone in a fight right now. Wait, why do you need a weapon this badly? Dragon started rushing out of the room and Tiger left with her. I had a bad feeling about this. I said to fall behind them. They made their way to the recording studio. Well, there's only two ways in, the window and the door. There, Snake was waiting in the intermediate room. Did you get it? I brought her. Yeah? Why am I here? Look at that! Dragon pointed the figure lying against the wall through the window. The figure's sheep, lying limp. Okay, so people are already going murderous route immediately after that whole thing. Nice. 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 Psychopaths already. She didn't look injured, and yet... What is she doing there? How do I know? Tiger, open the chain! On it. Tiger opened the door and pulled on the chain lock until the lock was close enough. She then unlocked it and pulled open the door. Dragon pushed past her and ran over to Sheep's side. Tiger, Snake, and I ran in after her. No, this couldn't be happening. Things would be fine, right? Oh, yeah, I just realized something. Like, since she was given the key, that means, like, if someone would attack her to get the key, they just have to strangle her just unconscious. Since, she, like, literally as Tiger put out, she's weak and people can overpower her. Nice. There's no need for everything to go completely sideways, right? Why do I feel like I had swallowed a ball bearing made of dry ice? Or steel? Then Dragon spoke the words I've been dreading. She's warm, but I can't feel a pulse. CPR. No. Round 4 ended soon after we discovered her. Apparently, everyone just ran. Everyone except Sheep. Others made their way over here. The news are desperate amongst the other participants. Okay, first off, is the key on her? Because if that's the case, then we're really going to search everyone's pockets right now. It's not going to do anything, but because they're obviously going to hide the key somewhere in the building or anything like that, and where only they would know where it is. But still, it's a necessary precaution. Most had gathered right outside the room and were anxiously discussing things. The only ones actually in the room of the crime were me, Snake, Dragon, Tiger, Bunny, and Dog. Okay, Bunny, you detective boyo. You corn off the area, do your little shindig thing. The whole time I just stood there, feeling empty. I'd done so much to try and make sure no one would die. And yet, for Sheep, such a fragile and innocent soul to end up like this? Whoever did this would pay. I'll make sure of it, no matter what it would take. I said that, and yet... I couldn't stop myself from standing there empty while others discussed the situation. Fuck! My sentence exactly. Why the fuck did this... Who would do this? And the Sheep of all people! Fucking bastard, show your face! How could this happen? How indeed? You had your key the whole time, correct? Of course! And what about the other key? Oh, someone could have just took it from her pocket without knowing. Someone could be the extra pickpocket for all I know. Trying to bend over and fish through Sheep's pockets. For long, she put out a key. This is it, right? It appears to be. First step, I would actually try on the light chain lock. Just to be sure. Over here, the window's locked. Duh, we checked that back when we found the scene. Then, does that mean... This appears to be a locked room murder. What the fuck? Damn it! Okay, those are immediately interesting. Who would do something like this? Psychopath. No other words. Is it even a murder, though? How did she die? You didn't see? Right there on her neck, there's an injection mark. Wait, there's a syringe? Well, I guess we haven't searched everyone this whole school because, well, obviously nurse's office maybe would have that, but like, would that? Oh yeah, they rechecked everything in the weapons and locked it away, so everything in there is out of count. Unless you guys want to check this whole weapons place again right now. She gestured to the body, and sure enough, there was a hole in Sheep's neck. 1 or 2, because it could have been Snake. That makes sense. What? Why? I haven't checked the weapon inventory and the poison's gone missing. Huh. I looked at the label on that earlier. The poison's supposedly incredibly lethal and instantly active. If she was struck with a syringe of that, she'd be on the floor in seconds. Why the hell would someone even get a syringe, though? There are several science labs on the 3rd floor, right? Okay, there's also science labs. Well, I don't really know many science experiments in a middle school or high school that uses a syringe. So, it's likely they only got one from there. Hey, what's on the windowsill? Bunny pointed to the windowsill, not to the immediate room, but to the outside. It's an origami! It's the origami killer! Sitting on it was a folded piece of paper making an origami cat. Well, whoever this is really likes their paper. I believe it was there when we first came across the scene. Yo, Snake! Is this your work? Why would you think that? It's origami, right? Origami. Your artsy and shit seems like this would be up your alley. like poetry, like paper. Sure has the same connotations, but folding it and writing on it is two very different things. True, I have an appreciation for the arts. Nice. However, I must confess that origami was always one medium that evaded me. But why would this be here? What, is this supposed to be a calling card or something? It's the origami killer, I'm telling you! Well, it's mostly just cranes, but you know, cats are new. A calling card? What a frightening idea. Why does no one explain the fact that everything was locked? That's super weird, right? Well, I mean, if the door... Indeed. You don't think she killed herself, do you? Well, if the syringe is nowhere to be found here, then that doesn't make too much sense because the poison like gets her down to the ground almost instantly. The hell, you're really saying that shit? A logical thought to have. However, there's an issue with that theory. Where does the syringe go? Exactly. It's not in this room. Right. Bear back those fangs, you. We need to find out who it is. She wasn't the type to kill herself anyways. Huh. It was definitely some evil psychopath or sociopath. What's the difference between those two definitions? Let's go psychopath, actually. Well, what about this? What if the killer attacked her from the outside? How? Unless there's a syringe here that's really very big, and if her body is propped against the doorway, then yeah, no. And the window was locked, so yeah. Huh? Think about it. There's a bit of a gap in the door thanks to the chain, right? The killer could have struck her arm in and got her from there. Yeah? Nah, no way. What? Why not? The poison was fast acting, yeah? And how did her body get all the way over to this wall? Something's all across the room. Plus, it looks like it was deliberately placed there. Deliberately. She looked like she was sitting down, like she could be sleeping. If she really was stabbed through the crack, she immediately started writhing around, then passed out in a pain-licking position right by the door. That's it. I couldn't just stand around blankly. Use your clever personality. Become the true hero you always meant to be, Muse. I need to help. I need to find out whatever monster would do this. Okay, stop. Shut up. Shush all you. Let me think. I lawyer here. I am lawyer too. Shut up, Ox. I'm the defense attorney here. Before we talk about this anymore, I need to be brought to speed. Could someone give me an exact rundown of how things went leading to finding this body? Right. That would probably be helpful. Fine, whatever. Snake and I ran into each other around here. Yes, we were... Okay, sorry. We were both searching this area and happened to run into each other. We decided to keep looking as a pair just for efficiency's sake. Very shortly into that, we walked by here, and Dragon noticed something through the window. I wasn't sure, but I thought I saw someone in the studio. I saw it was supposed to check, so we entered the intermediate room. And then it was then we found Shape in this sorry state. It was fucking outrageous what it was. Yeah, I don't blame you. To be clear, we weren't sure she was dead or hurt then. We just thought she was sitting down in the studio by herself. I do believe the origami cat that Bunny found was in the window at that time. So literally, yeah, whoever the culprit is literally moved her body into there and made an origami cat for reasons unknown. Immediately, I called out to her. No response. I tried to pull open the door, but as I expected, the chain was locked and prevented me from opening the door fully. I tried to see if I could get in through the window, but that was also locked. It was then I suggested that Dragon try to find Tiger so we can enter the room and see what was happening. I ran over to Tiger, and I guess you said the rest. Yeah. Well, please tell me, because I have short-term memory loss. I will say, it does seem another impossible crime. If we assume that there are only 2 keys to this lock, is that key is properly the one to it. It's most likely it, but it wouldn't hurt to double-check. Or if there were 3, there'd be no mystery whatsoever. Yeah, there's that. Hold on a second, are you accusing me? Would I ever say that? I told you there were only 2 keys. Oh, hold your horses. Is Horse even in this room yet? I was not in fact accusing you. Rather, I was pondering if it's possible the Jade Emperor expected that we may use a bike chain for something. If he did, he may have taken a spare key from the chain for himself. Well, I mean, there's a possibility that he's the one who did this, but... why would he get involved right now for the time being? And what, are you saying Brian's the killer? Just the mastermind name. Brian. You did this, Brian. That's a great name for an evil person. I thought he said he was staying out of this mess. That he was just some host or some shit. Well, I mean, did he give you out manners, cutlery, and all that? Did he give you food and all that? Well, then no, he's a non-gracious host. He didn't even give us any snacks or a minute with a pillow. This terrible hotel service. He did indeed say that, I must admit. Or he could be lying. I wonder then. Perhaps this was a pointless theory. There's no such thing as a pointless theory, Snake. We all gotta do our part to try and bring the villain who did this to sheep to justice. Just ice. I'd advise against that. What? Don't get me wrong, I'd like to figure the killer just as much as anyone else. The more time we spend on that, the less time we're spending looking for the minor trinkets. So what, you're saying we should just ignore this and keep searching? It may sound crass, but pretty much. Yeah, I actually agree with that, but at the same time, just you keep your regular mind trying to figure things out. Just look for the trinkets and try to figure out how this could happen. The longer we stay here, the worse things will get. How short are the rounds? They're like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm probably forgetting because I don't do these episodes one after another, or like a day after or something like that. The best way to ensure it's to do would be to finish the race. It's sad, so very sad, but Dog's right. We need to move on. What fucking bullshit? You said just to move on like that? I don't expect it, but I hope you can. So what should we do with this extra key then? Let's give it a tiger. Okay. I told the killer overpowering someone who had a key was the reason we got into this mess in the first place. It's unlikely that happened to Tiger. Damn right it won't. Was that right? Something seemed off about his statement right there. Overpowering someone with a key was the reason we got into this mess in the first place. I don't like this. You and me both, sister. But fine, here you go. Dragon gave her key to Tiger, just threw her across the room. We should leave sheep in here to rest peacefully. We'll avenge her by getting out alive. Despite her best efforts, even Tiger wasn't encouraging. Thinking about it now, like, actually, if you don't... Actually, that'd be almost the best way. If you're like one of the two adverse personalities, and you don't want to cause suspicion by using your ability, since everyone is using Run, including, yeah, everyone went Run for these past several, like, all the rounds from the very beginning, then would the next best situation be to kill someone? Because, like, you can do that in secret, but with the race, everyone can see what everyone else is doing and how far they are in the lead in the race. We left the room and locked the chain again. The others who were just outside the crime scene all dispersed. Apparently Ox had been on the same wavelength and gotten them to continue the search. Was that the right call? Just ignoring this? I didn't think so. Well, it's the right course of action anyhow. Everyone's acting so casual, but a person had just died. Well, you know, things happen. A friend had just died. No, a friend had been murdered. We turned to what we were doing like nothing had happened? It wasn't right. Even if we had more important issues, it wasn't right. Yeah, I understand this, Edmund, but we can't really do anything about it. When we started to disperse, beginning to trinket search again, I found myself walking with Dog and Bunny. Jeez, that was real freaky, huh? Certainly unpleasant. Unpleasant? Someone just died! Okay, Mrs. Serious is here again. And you call that pleasant? What? Of course not. What's your issue? By the way, Bunny, not that I care, but what the hell was up with giving the other key to Tiger? Anyone thought about it for more than a second when realized the only person who killed She was Tiger. You just gave sole access to the claws of weapons to a muscled up psycho. You sound like you very much should care then. You think Tiger did it? Of course. She had her own key, right? She probably went in on her own to get the weapon. Maybe she had the same idea and caught in the act. Then Tiger shut up with the poison and locked the door to leaving. You think Tiger would make things that obvious? She's not too smart, but she's not that dumb. Smart or dumb, she's the only one who could have done it. I don't really believe that. Not sure. There's actually one other possibility, which is, like, we couldn't really look around more because the whole mind trick search. Really? If you notice, we never actually saw Sheep's key inside the room until after the chain was unlocked. Yeah, it was in her pocket, and Dragon was the one who fished it out. It's only possible the real killer hadn't on themselves until after Tiger was brought in, and then the key was put in the scene then. They're a pretty common trick third-rate criminals like to use. Wait, but that would mean... Yep. It's entirely possible, and I would argue probable, that when Dragon found the key in Sheep's pocket, she actually just had it in her hand the whole time. Would explain why she rushed over to Sheep's body like that, right? I mean, it's not as if a scout like that would actually be that concerned about a stranger's death. Wait, what the fuck? What do you think, Mouse? What do I think? Jesus! No! Oh my god, Jesus, you turn your tune on Dragon so quickly. Someone else? Like who? I haven't thought that far yet. Oh, so you're just throwing out nonsense. No, it's the thought behind my guesses. I just don't think poison is Tiger's style. And I don't think it's dragons either. Hence it's someone else. Not the most convincing logic. Well, guess what? It's my gut feeling, and gut feelings are always right. Right? No. I'm sold. The conversation died down as we made our separate ways. Because what was it? It wouldn't too make much sense for Tiger to be the one, like putting a target on your back right then and there. It wouldn't make too much sense. But if it's literally someone else who had the key, who then like targeted Sheep and then, you know, killed her, or like I guess strangled her out, or maybe like, you know, stole the key on her, off her, went into the room, stole poison, then to make sure I'm well actually, that's a bit Han actually. Why would they kill her actually, thinking about it? If they just literally just wanted to steal the key, and they managed to, like, you know, just steal it without her noticing, then they could have just went and got a weapon and just, like, you know, hid the key around somewhere in the house, in the whole school, just, like, hide it and put blame on Sheep and cause more distrust. Because that's their whole reason to single people out. Why go and kill Sheep? Unless they really did strangle her out or something like that. Knocked her out somehow, and like they knew who, and she knew who they were. Yeah, it wouldn't make much sense. Don't think it's Tiger. Maybe it's Dragon, but Wait, hold on a second. It's a bike chain. Like, I don't know. I never used a bike chain in my life before, but when a bike chain, you just literally just stick the two lock ends together and just that's it. What? Why are we having a whole conversation about the key? Unless it's one of the it's a special bike chain. You really have to turn the lock on a key like that. But most of the ones I've seen are just ones you click into each other and then that's that. A bike chain lock. I had to try searching the second floor. That place had plenty of classrooms. However, I wasn't able to concentrate on the search at all. Thoughts of Sheep's death, of Sheep's killer haunted me. Could have happened. Who would do something so horrible? Was it Tiger? Dragon? Brian? Someone else? Why would they want to kill someone as sweet as Sheep? Deep in my heart, I had a suspicion. If someone was dead, there was one important thing they couldn't do. Participate in the race. It's entirely possible that either the person with the ambitious or the person with the hateful personality type was responsible for this. Yeah. They might be feeling helpless, that if things proceed naturally, they'd be executed. Or someone without those personalities really wants to narrow down the competition, almost. To make sure, like, the hateful and the ambitious personalities don't want to get in there. Wait, I said that right? Ambitious? Okay, ambitious, okay. I immediately forgot the names from hateful and ambitious personality types. Self-preservation was certainly a strong motive for murder. Also greed and every other personal motive. I thought it was really it. Just killing Sheep wouldn't change anything. Yeah. As I say, killing her alone wouldn't change anything. It would just get rid of one contender in the race, actually. No, stop thinking about that. Keep looking through the classrooms. Focus on the search. The only way out is through finding these trinkets. These trinkets are a lot more important than your stupid theories. Yeah, find the trinkets, hoard them, and take them into your own personal collection when you get out of here, okay? That's the best way to go. Start a hoarding problem. Trinkets, where could they be? My search was blanketed in silence. I wasn't finding anything, just fumbling around in empty rooms. In those empty rooms, my mind wandered back to places I'd shielded from. Killing Sheep alone might not change anything. But killing many people? Yes! That would be an opportunity. Much worse, there were two traitors. Two killers? Two imposters? God. That's just sussing out everyone. At the very least, the traitors didn't know each other, so they couldn't coordinate anything. Still, something was afoot. Someone. The imposters were among us. The knees of my stomach grew. And grew. And grew. And shrunk. Then also grew again. Then I heard a lot of commotion. Kick with a leg! Shut up. A thud. The sound of a door hitting the ground. Okay, alrighty then. Everyone's going crazy. An even louder commotion. I didn't want to see what it was, but I had to. I ran down the hallway towards the noise. A group of participants were gathered around the entrance to the classroom. They seemed frightened and angry. I didn't get all the way before Ox stopped me. Mouse, I don't think you want to go over there. Why, you don't think I would be able to tolerate another dead body? Why not? Because I don't think you want to see another corpse. Is it Tiger? I knew it. Fuck. Things aren't going to stop anytime soon. Just tell me who it is. It's Dog. Oh. No. Perhaps it's inappropriate to say, but there are worse people could be. Is it just me, or is it literally everyone here, like... I feel like everyone here has a really good reason for doing things. What is... Okay, why do you hate dogs so much, Ox? Yeah, it's incredibly inappropriate for you to say something like that. What the fuck are you talking about? Sorry, just... The crime scene disturbs me. Is it brutal? No, not like that. It's another case of unusual circumstances. What? There's an origami cat found inside the classroom door. Another one? Yes, and that's not all. What else is there? The door to the classroom is locked from the inside. Not with some weird chain with keys, but with a door's built-in lock. Okay, is that door's deadbolt? Is that a deadbolt, or you literally just like a privacy lock almost? You turn that and just lock the door. And that's not really much of a lock, but I'm assuming you're doing another locker mystery thing, so. Even worse, unlike last time, we can't figure out what his cause of death is. So, strangulation, death, There are no outward signs of injury, unless you decide to undress him entirely just to see if there's any bruises anywhere. That's not possible. Indeed. Are we gonna die? What? I tried to push them back, but tears started to form in my eyes. It was all too much. I wasn't built for this. I could handle deaths in theory, but this? Having them happen all around me? Yeah, in person, yay. It was just a little too much. Aren't we all screwed? Aren't we all gonna get killed off one at a time? Maybe we should go in groups this time. Mouse, we're gonna be fine. I think you need rest for a little bit. Try sitting down in class and taking some deep breaths. I'll be trying to control the chaos over there. Come over when you're ready. Oxen started to walk over to the others. I went to protest that I was fine, but he was right. I was no state to do anything. I walked over to a nearby classroom and sat at a desk. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Crying like this wasn't logical. It didn't help anyone. Funny enough, this thinking didn't help me calm down. Fears and anxiety swirled around, a whirlpool in the pit of my stomach, sucking up thoughts in my heart before they could reach my brain. I couldn't think or stand up or anything. I was in a state when I heard someone enter the room. What was this sad sight to see? Snake sat down in a chair near me. What, did you come to make fun of me? Far from it. I just came to make sure you're holding up alright. Really? You? What makes you... What? I'm very weirded out by, like, personality. God. He honestly, what point did he ever say that he literally didn't care about people? Literally, one of his big things, like, he hid an ability because, in his own words, he thinks that it would literally have, if people knew about it, like, whoever wanted to have a leg up would use it to their advantage and ruin everyone else. So, and so far, there's really no one who's been outwardly, like, you know, bad or malicious, so I don't understand, really. I just don't. Mouse, I might not come across like it all the time, but I'm actually quite a sensitive person. Very sensitive. I mean, he's part of the arts, you know? I couldn't just leave someone like Grebe alone. Plus, I just take just about any excuse to get away from that crowd. It's not like a good situation in the group over there. Yeah, probably anxiety getting everyone in screaming matches. Anyways, I think what you're going through is completely natural. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There are two fundamental fears that I believe all humans have. A fear of change, and a fear of permanence. Yeah, they're quite almost the opposites, right? Death fulfills both these fears quite nicely. Seeing death with your own eyes forces you to face your own mortality, the change that will get to us all. Regardless of how well you knew the victim, it can be scarring. Honestly, no wonder why more people aren't having visceral reactions like yours. I suppose you're then wondering why I'm apparently unaffected then. Being a soldier for years had many downsides, but it also forced me to grapple with the concept of mortality. I would say it was a very enlightening experience. Huh. That means you know a bit more about, I guess, like, how to kill people too, so... Well, these are just guns or anything like that, but yeah. To make a long story short, you could say I'm more used to seeing people die. If it's any consolation, it doesn't appear either victim suffered. Most just appear being quick and relatively painless. So, wait, how do you know about that? Like, well, if there's no wounds, I guess they could have just... It was not poison. Well, wouldn't the poison bottle be somewhere in this... among here as well? Among us. There aren't even any graphic injuries. Do you want to know what was discussed in the group? Not much of substance if you want to know the truth. There were some rather inelegant arguments of who the culprit was. Little was truly solved. There wasn't even much attention paid to the matter of Dog's death. And somehow the decision was reached that things were fine to continue as is. We keep in our search for minor trinkets. Humans truly dislike changing plans, don't they? Not to say it's a senseless plan. Apparently we collected 7 trinkets as a group. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we didn't even check to see, like... Well, everyone ran, but we didn't get to see in our own face, so... Well, deaths are most unfortunate. They actually reduced the number of trinkets we need by 2. If we just find 3 more, we can all gather in one place and then things were good. At this point, everyone's on red alert that there might be a killer. So people will be more careful. It'll be harder for another victim to pop up. I'm disappointed Dog's cause of death was skinned over, so... It's a rather intriguing mystery, wouldn't you say? But we should be able to figure out how it was done, shouldn't we? We have a number of clues to start with. For instance, we know that even though Dog was killed inside a locked room, the killer wasn't able to enter it. Why do we know that? Wait, the killer wasn't able to enter it? The killer wasn't able to enter it? But the origami cat? But someone had to make that. Are you saying both victims just made the origami cat their own for some reason? Why? What about that first sound? The origami cat outside the doorway. Oh, the origami cat here has it outside? Oh, okay. Maybe I glossed over the detail or maybe something like that. If the killer could have easily got inside, then they would have left it right next to the body instead of near the door. Precisely. So we're looking for a way of killing someone on the other side of a locked door where you can't actually enter the room. On the other side without leaving any bruises? We need more clues than that. People were saying they couldn't identify a cause of death, but there was actually a clear sign towards it. There was a nasty burn all over Dog's right hand. I'm pretty sure that'd be noticeable for someone to bring up. A burn. He was clasped right beside the doorway. What happened to Dog? Electrified door handle? Where's all this coming from, exactly? The killer somehow electrified the door handle. When Dog tried to open the door, he received electrical shock and collapsed. That's what I believe. Interesting. Now, if there was an outlet not far from outside the door, it'd be more convincing if we knew the weapon used for this. What was the weapon? The generator works too, but... Oh, literally the generator. Someone cut that up before we even entered the boiler room. Actually, I found a power generator earlier. That's wire completely cut. Could that have been used for something like this? Listen, they could have. It sounds to me like you solved the case. But isn't electricity a pretty imprecise way to kill someone? True, it's not exact science. Electric shocks of varying intensity and effect. Yeah, and they're wearing shoes and like, what was that? I don't know. Remember the top of my head how to properly kill someone with electricity, but don't you need like a completed circuit? How electricity course through someone's veins and kill them? Because what was that like? Yeah, what was it? For example, literally, I remember accidentally shocking myself once, like literally the most mundane reason way, just like trying to plug in my phone to charge it when I was in bed, and I got a massive shock in the dark, just trying to actually plug in the outlet, which I couldn't even see in the dark, and I feel around for it, and I felt the metal prongs of the outlet go into the wall. So yeah, that's enough to kill someone, or else I wouldn't be here right now. Electric shocks of varying intensity and effect. However, jolt electricity from an outlet through an exposed wire touching a metal handle would be incredibly intense. Yes, it is. It literally is. The killer could be safe in knowing that something like that would absolutely knock the victim out, and probably kill them too. But the door was locked from the inside. Are you saying the Dog did that? Who else but him? Well, I wouldn't put it past him since the killer thing. He locked the door to make sure no one else could come in. Then why would he grab the handle? To get out? Perhaps the killer tricked him. Oh, you're saying why you didn't unlock the door first. Oh. Maybe the killer says something like, I know how to lock the door, how the locked door trick could have been pulled off. That could have been a way to do it. Look, I can show you. Go into the room and lock the door. Try to make sure it's properly locked. Would Dog really go along with it like that? People are very susceptible to suggestions. The dog trusts the killer that he probably would go along with these seemingly benign requests without much thought. Though this does contradict my prior theory that the Jade Emperor may have been the culprit. Did you really think that? I still entertain the notion. Or maybe, like, well, it could be also, like, Brian is also, like, here, among us. And, like, literally people here do have long sleeve shirts. I think you do as well, actually, Snake. I certainly entertain the notion. Yeah, you really have a long sleeve shirt. Anyways, I must rejoin the search for trinkets, as I'm pretty sure many others have. If you're feeling ready, you should too. Oh, and make sure to put in action on your tablet soon. Round 5 is almost over. And don't bother coming to the cafeteria, though. It seems to be done away with meeting up after every round. I'll be going now. Hey, Snake? Yes? Thanks. No need. I simply wanted an audience that I could self-indulgently pronounce my thoughts off of. With that, he left. That's an eloquent way to put it. I think talking with him made me snap at my funk. I wasn't fine or anything, but I knew what needed to be done. I need to kill someone my own self. The first thing that needed to be done was to pull my tab and press the run button. I was really cutting it close. Round 5 was nearly over. The second thing that needed to be done was to get off my ass and start searching for trinkets. Apparently we had 7. 3 more, and things could finally be over. And if someone else died, we just need like 2 more. But where to search? Did I get the right idea in looking in places that were likely to be impactful? An auditorium seemed to fit that sort of bill. Oh wait, Like literally so far there's no choices going on for these routes, so like literally if I'm figuring this out right, does that mean literally who we trust in the beginning parts of this game? Literally just point out entirely, like, you know, how the ending's gonna shape? Because I played another visual novel which was exactly like that. You just pick, I guess, the character you want to know more about from the very beginning, and the next several hours, the entire next route is literally just, you know, you just going along with them the whole entire time. And the small choice to happen in there are literally just whether you get a good or bad ending when you're going down that character's route. Although this has 52 endings, so depends on, like, I guess who you trusted in the beginning then. And there were several choices there, and so far we haven't been seeing a lot of those. Unless another one just appears right here in this auditorium. As soon as I entered, I realized that such a large room would definitely take some time. I was fine, didn't have to rush. I began my methodical search. I guess if I wasn't searching the auditorium, I would like search along like the seats first, actually, because something would be there. Just like take a walk alongside one of them, just look down the aisles, then afterward just go down underneath and look if there's anything in the seats, and then go into the stage. In that search, I decided to open my tablet and push the run button again. I trusted that I wouldn't need to change my action. I was sick with the plan in round 6. I definitely didn't want to cut it close to the wire this time. I took my time going through the auditorium, making sure no place left unturned. Eventually, I found a safe under a seat. Yes, this could be something. My 7 minutes shattered when I realized the safe had already been opened. Fuck. This is the problem with not communicating well. Some of us were going over space that others had already looked over. This sort of setback wouldn't stop me. So, yeah, literally other people are just gonna go through other places we're gonna go to, so, Moved on to a hallway full of classrooms. I made sure to inspect each one to the fullest, including the chalkboard. Unfortunately, it was no dice if there's no dice. No playing cards either. As I approached the next classroom, I noticed something odd looking through the window. It appeared that right next to the door, someone had stuck textbook on top of textbook into a tower. The textbooks were on their ends, which made the tower a real balancing act. Put a glove on and open the door. Hold on a second, if someone built this, there would be no way they could actually exit the room, right? In that case, someone must be inside this room. Who would? A horrid feeling swept its hold of me. These books made it so that someone should be inside this room. The only person I could find there was dead. It would be another possible crime. It couldn't be, right? I'll bring someone else along, just to verify the whole tower thing. Stake it so that people would be on their guard. I opened the door and the books fell to the ground. Okay. As I looked at the classroom to my left, I saw her. Dragon. Dead. Wait. I didn't know that yet. Quickly, need to confirm that. I went to her and checked her pulse. I didn't feel anything. They're looking for a bit. Really, she also had an injection mark by her neck. Huh. Another origami cat was laid right next to her body. Sheep's killer struck with the poison again. So literally, yeah, everyone has the poisons. They still have the poison on them somehow. Well, that's my first thought. I know, like here's the thing: the rounds would go good, right? But like everyone could pair up. Like literally, everyone pairs up, and then this all happens. This mitigates the problem a bit. Everyone will be keeping each other in check when they're looking at a room together. And if everyone like looks to see what's on everyone's possession at the time, no, everyone looks like literally the whole group together decides to like check everyone's pockets right then and there to see if they have anything on there. Then everyone splits into groups and looks into a room, right? Plus, that actually helped with communication too, since we literally searched an auditorium with someone already searched before. It would certainly help a lot. She was because I struck with the poison again. Left us in our apparent locked room. Like the other deaths, I couldn't afford to crumple. I was sad to see Dragon like this, but at this point, I was trying to get used to victims. And make sure there weren't any more. So that means I need to figure out what the deal was with this room. Those books should have made it so that no one can enter the room. Well, I'm assuming the door was like I'm assuming for the book side, you pull open the door, and the books would topple over then. So, does that mean the killer was still in here? I looked around the room, but there wasn't anywhere to hide. No, there actually was one place. I tried to open the closet, but it wouldn't budge. I figured as much. Playing the closet in the closet, but most of them were locked. It was probably related to the game, where the school generally kept those closets locked, and Brian saw no need to open them. That was beside the point. I need to alert someone about what I had found. Back to cheerful music again. Okay, then. I left the room and started calling out for people as I walked in the hallway. I still think it would have been a better idea to call someone about their suspicion about these books. And then they saw the book tower happening and all that. Before long, Bunny and Ox ran over to me. Mouse, what is it? Someone else has been killed. For real? Damn it, I thought people would be more careful. Well, who died? Dragon. Seriously? If everyone thought she wouldn't get killed. Horrible. Wait, why would you think she wouldn't be killed? Wait, what? You were calling her scum before. Where's the crime scene? It's in a classroom over here. We led him to the gruesome scene. Bunny winced at seeing the sight. Ox approached the body and started to inspect it. She's just been injected with the same poison that killed sheep. There's another origami cat by her. Well, if it was the same person, does that mean this room was locked too? Sort of? The killer set up a pile of books and end to end in a low tower right next to the door. I don't see any way they would have been able to do that and then open the door to leave. Is that door the only exit? Well, there are also those windows, but those lead out of the building. I'm pretty sure no one can get through those. Right. When he crouched down and started examining the books lying on the floor, what kind of special things do they have? What are you looking at? I'm trying to see if there's anything off of the books. If they really were tenuously stacked, then it's an issue. But there was something like glue that kept them stuck together. It might be possible to set this blocked room off from the outside. That makes sense. Oh, I was just saying like, okay, locked books. Oh, from the other side of the door. The books all fell apart when I opened the door. Correct. I'm also noticing any traces of anything like that, so I might be wrong about this. There's a simple solution to this locked room, What? The pile of books is never stacked up in the first place. You don't suspect me, do you? This is why I wanted to get another person here. No, I do not. Just warning you, others might. Well, gee, thanks. Anyways, we probably should let the others know about this, right? This will sound morose, but we don't have time to gather more like that before. I'll go around the school and tell everyone individually. Also tell them to keep looking. Do you really think people will keep looking given the circumstances? People already have been this entire time. There's a limit of how much murder people can see before they snap. I fear some of them may be approaching theirs. You know they'll hide this death? What they don't know won't hurt them. Okay. How pragmatic. I wouldn't expect it from you. I'm just throwing things out there. It might really be stupid, I don't know. It's not stupid, but it's not what we're doing. In that case, should I get back to looking for trinkets? Yes, now we only need 9. But how will we know when we have enough as a group as if we're all split up like this? I told up to meet back up in the cafeteria to start of round 8 when we were all around Dog's body. I thought we'll have enough by then. Well then, I'll see you around. Out to the room, leave me and Bunny by ourselves. Say, Mouse, things are getting pretty dangerous, huh? If you want me to go with you, then please, no. I don't really trust you. I'll say. Would you feel better if you looked for trinkets with me? Oh god, do we have a choice for this? Think we'd be safer as a group? I mean, don't feel like you have to, of course. I just know I'm scared to look around and I was worried you might be. Well... Let's see how bad this goes. Sure, that sounds like a good idea. Great! So where do you want to start looking? How about we try looking more on the 3rd floor? Sure thing. Lead the way. Okay. A bit uneasy, it led Bunny up this nearby staircase into a nearby classroom. I'm just more curious as to why... No, that's the one thing I'm just wondering. Why would the killer even bother to have a locked room mystery then? And if it was not the victims who killed themselves and made the origami cats, then why did the killer decide to put that much effort into the locked room mystery and the origami cat thing? Literally just as a copycat killer sort of way to that CEO guy's name, Amadeus Brown, I think? Amadeus? Really a copycat crime for that, for some reason? This is as good as a place I need to look, right? Yeah, right. Let's just try giving this place a sweep. With a broom and a dustpan. You go to the custodial office and grab that for yourself, but I'm gonna actually go look around. When you work together, look through the classroom for any clues the trinket might be here. Make sure to keep some distance between the two of us. It wasn't I distrusted him, but better safe than sorry. Unfortunately, it looks like I chose the wrong place to look. Nothing, huh? Damn. Well, it's not unexpected. At this point, it's more likely you don't find anything than we do. I guess that's right. Still, I'm glad we're working together. Okay. I don't know what would happen if I ran a tiger right about now. Tiger? I mean, she's the killer, right? I thought you said that you thought the killer was Dragon. Yeah, well, that's before Dragon wound up dead. Okay. I honestly still don't think it's her. Because, like, have fun trying to prove that to what happened with the locked room mystery. How do you explain that properly with the other ones? Like, I understand your issue with, like, you know, with, I guess, that room, and, like, well, only mean Snake talked about the whole thing electrified wire, the electrified door handle, but with Dragon? How would she do that? Well, she's got no choice with Snake Killer, it's gotta be Tiger. Ferocious beasts they are. Even if it's obvious, that's the only way the locked room with Sheep makes any sense. With Sheep only. You don't think that there's a chance Dragon killed Sheep and someone else killed Dragon? I mean, it makes sense that someone had to grab a key and get the bottle of poison from the weapons room. Yeah, and then use that to, like, do the whole locked room thing. But how would you say the locked room with Dragon's body would have done with the book stacked out from inside the room against the door? There's practically no way, unless there really is something inside the closet. No way. This might sound like a silly reason to believe that, but I don't think more than one person here would know how to fold an origami cat. It's a pretty obscure skill. I'm surprised even one person even knows how to do. That's your reasoning? I said it was a silly reason. That's kind of a stupid one. Well, you were right. Say, what time is it? Time for you to get a watch! Okay. Are we on round 7 at this point? Let's check my tablet. Yeah, round 7 started. Should we input our actions now? What if we find the minor trinkets? We'd have to wait an extra round. And? We're gonna meet up at the start of round 8, right? I don't imagine we're gonna use the trinkets before then anyways. So might as well input now, you know? I guess you're right. Great. You can put in here, and I'll put mine in another room. Got it. When I left the room, leave me to input my action. And just to click run, right? Or my mind is saying I should use ability time. No reason to think any further. And put in my move, then left the classroom. The second you choose run, you always choose run. Bunny was also sitting in the hallway. So what now? Want to look at more classrooms? We should be smarter in how we search. And actually, since now people have stopped meeting up in the cafeteria, at this point, so many people could have used an ability just to get ahead then well, that's a bad ending right there. Like someone managed to get to the end of the race before anyone else. Yay! And since no one's checking out the race tallies, then no one knows if anyone's ahead or not. Everyone just blindly trusting each other. Where are these trinkets likely to be hidden? Can they be hidden anywhere? They could, but let's try some key places first. Well, what key places? You mean like the office? Because that place has a lot of keys, you know? They should be anyway. Or the janitorial service. Janitors always have keys, right? Right? Hey, has anyone looked around at the main entrance of the school? This is a good place to search, right? I'm sure that makes sense. Okay then. Has anyone actually searched around there? With a new searching area in mind, we headed out with high hopes. If I was in a situation, like, I think everyone's first guess would be, like, I guess, search the more, I guess, notable places, like the auditorium, office, stuff like that. I'm probably searching all the classrooms in this case. Because you don't know. I'll just have everyone, like, search those, but I'll search the classrooms. Make up time. What could go wrong? I enter the stairwell with my head held high. So then why did I find Tiger's limp body leaning against the railing? Tiger! Whoa, seriously? Oh wow, look at that. Tiger's dead now too. Bunny ran forward to check her pulse. She's dead too. Why? Why does this shit have to keep happening? Calm down. I think this one's different. Huh? I mean, there's no origami cat by her body this time, right? Yeah, and she's in the stairwell this time, so it's different. Bunny was right, though it wasn't that signature calling card. That is strange. This is also in some weird locked room situation, which was the case with the previous victims. And do you think this is a different killer? It would have to be, considering Tiger was most likely the first killer. Maybe someone else realized Tiger to be the one behind the other murders and decided to get to her first. But we don't know for sure. We still haven't figured out what the deal with Dragon's murder was. It's too soon to pin the blame on the origami cat murders and Tiger. Oh god, I just realized something else. No one actually brought up that Dragon was dead, and no one gathered everyone else up. Oh my god, you ignoramuses. If there's nothing special about the books, you gather everyone up to tell everyone about, I guess, Dragon's murder, and the closet was locked, someone could have hidden there, then all three of you open the door just to unlock there, and without telling anyone, without guarding the body and getting everyone into that room itself, we could have found out someone was missing from the group. God, you guys are dumbasses. Well, I just realized this now, but Jesus Christ. I thought you would actually search, like, you would actually get everyone together to tell everyone about this, but no. I'm more interested in how someone was able to kill Tiger. Well, was she killed by poison? It's not another injection case? No, look, she was strangled. He gestured to Tiger's neck, which indeed had a mark around it. Okay. Well, okay, so Bunny wasn't strangled then either. Someone used something like a wire to choke her to death. How horrible. I mean, who would do something like that? Tiger was on high alert, and she's super athletic. Didn't Horse say he was confident to be able to handle her? I mean, sure, like, it literally could have been anyone else, but, like, if she's super athletic, then he would be able to, you know, kill her easily. Especially, you know, since he's strong, too. Shooting someone, even with a wire, is a slow method of murder that she should have been able to fight back against. The only person I could see being able to kill her would be Horse. Nay. So what, you think Horse did this? Yay. He did seem awfully close to she before. You didn't see it because you were too busy investigating the murder, but he was super angry when she was found dead. But he had reason to believe Tiger was a killer. But if he had reason to believe, I could see him trying to take revenge. I don't know. At the very least, I would have thought he'd talk to us about it. You have any ideas then? You think someone like Pig or Monkey would have strangled her to death? Yeah, we haven't seen anyone else in that time, actually. I just wish I could know if Tiger really was the one behind the first murders. Once he said that, I received a flash of inspiration. Blink! Maybe we can. Let me see your tablet. Her tablet? Yeah, her tablet. I don't think it's the rules for someone else to use it, but she's already dead, right? Yeah, and? Let's assume the murderer was either the person who got the ambitious personality, or the person who got the hateful personality. I don't think there are any other likely motives. Okay, I can buy that. Well, with this tablet, let's check to see what Tiger's personality is. Oh, that works. I started operating the tablet, but after a bit interacting with it, I heard a sound. What was that? I believe the knight just shot out Tiger's collar. What? Even though she's already dead? The execution system is blind to that sort of thing. So So literally anyone who uses your tablet when you're still alive, you can kill them or what? I guess that would deter anyone from, like, forcibly searching someone else's tablet and, like, looking through it. That would mean, like, literally the same way if you just get that tablet off, like, out of their pockets, you want to kill someone, you just have to tap that. Not just mess around with that and just kill people entirely. Why go the whole method of poisoning? Unless, well, no one else would know about that. Well, I guess concretely, they could have inferred as much from the rules, maybe, but, I looked at Dog's corpse again before he called me over to look at Dragon's corpse, and the knives went into his body as well. Probably because they never input any actions that round. Okay, so you didn't put any actions for a round, you get killed too. What a brutal system. Yeah, but forget that for now. What's her personality? Looking? Wait, why isn't there anything on the screen? I tried tapping it and a voice came on. Information, run, ability, confess, item. What is this? Is the tablet voice operated? You might be right. That's weird. Is yours? No, mine is just touch operated. Mine too. Weird. Information. Personality, ability. Personality. Oh, is she blind? Personality. Your personality is selfless. Selfless? Well, it's not her. Unless it changes every single game, so... So she wasn't ambitious or hateful, huh? That means she probably didn't kill anyone. Well, that's the case, then how the hell did she die? Neither of us had any good answers. At this point, we were lost. So what should we do now? We need to tell everyone about this, right? Oh, now you want to tell. Now you want to tell this. I thought you were against telling others about the deaths. At this point, they need to know. We're gonna meet up at the start of round 8 anyways, right? Let's try gathering everyone up to meet in the cafeteria. We haven't had a good group meeting in a while, and I think that might be useful. Good idea. Plus, we need more than less trinket now. You can say that a little less joyfully. Sorry, you're right. But you're right as well. We only need 8 trinkets, and we had 7 not too long ago, right? It's very likely we have everything we need, unless there's another murder in the locked room again. Right. If we don't need to search for trinkets, we can all stay in one place and stick to a plan. And we should be safe. Probably. Yes, vote of confidence right there. Let's get to finding everyone. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Just like that, Bunny and I began searching through the whole hole for others. We told them all to meet in the cafeteria. Luckily, we didn't come across any more dead bodies. Oh, thank goodness. When all was said and done, 8 of us were gathered in the cafeteria. Look, I'm not dying until I get into the immemorial section. I'm more... Why didn't anyone kill him, please? Please tell me this nightmare is over. Luckily, I have had the good fortune to stare upon a corpse directly yet. For if I do, it will most likely triple the trauma this experience imparts on me. Okay. As a therapist, I really can't afford to be psychologically compromised. Therefore, I read a second merciless plea that we end things. You two seem eager to get out of here. Are you being serious? Could you be feeling guilty? Oh my god. To feel guilty, you must first sin. And instead of saying, but angels are sin-free. Oh yes, angels have a lot of feathers too, but in the Bible, they're all basically just a whole amalgamation of that. Why do you think angels, when they beat people in the Bible, they say, "Do not be afraid, my child," because they look like horrible abominations to normal people. The first sighting. Then, well, I don't know if I guess the modern interpretation is legally just a person with wings. Huh. I really want to know where that interpretation came from now. Okay, but I'm getting off topic. Your point being... Of course, I'm aware you're in the fragile state of seeing all this death, but please do not make any hasty accusations. The fragile camaraderie we currently possess will shatter if the atmosphere gets any worse. How can it get worse? 4 of us are dead! A 5th one? Or one of those dead bodies just gets, I'm just like, sup guys? What? What if I'm next? Oh god, I don't want to be murdered. Please just let me have a heart attack right now, that'd be way better. Isn't poison almost a heart attack too, though? Would you all shut up? Christ. Look, everyone who currently has a minor trinket, throw it into this pile. Let's see how many we have. Everyone complied, and those with trinkets put them in the center. 7, huh? So no one has found a single other trinkets since you last counted? That's not necessarily true. Snake chimed in from nearby the class chess table, where he had just moved a piece. If any victims had found a trinket, they likely would have had a conflict with the killer. And of course, the ambitious or hateful one found one, they'd also hide it. Yeah. Helpful Snake. I try. Do you have to be such a pessimist? He's what? Oh my god, Jesus Christ. I'm a realist. And Rose's speaking your chances of making out together have plummeted ever since you found Dragon's body in Mr. Galloway's room. Galloway? Mr. Galloway's? That was the name written on the whiteboard, no? So you want to check out the crime scene? But of course. After hearing about the locked room situation, I helped to solve it again. Unfortunately, this puzzle above my ability. It's more like there's none of clues to go on. So what? Are we doomed? Of course not. Oh, what do you have to say? Sure, there's another way for us to survive, right? Right? Calm down, will you? The run's with the end. But let's make sure everything's on track and we'll discuss future steps. And just as Ox brought attention to the screen, the speakers kicked on. Huh. Yeah, everyone's literally still on the same track. Round 7 has ended. Let's see how the race has progressed. Rat has run. Ox ran. Tiger. She put her action before she died. Dragon has failed to make a move. Snake has run 1 space. Horse has run 1. She failed to make a move. Wait. Sheep's ahead. Well, actually, wait, hold on a second. Wait, maybe I'm just reading this wrong. Okay, horse. Okay, that's horse. Okay, sheep's down back there. I thought the beige one down there. That's actually no. That's monkeys. Monkeys running 1 space. Okay, rooster, dog, and yeah, everyone's all the same. Round 8's begun. Do your best and choose wisely. Sheep was in the 5th space. Dog was in the 6th space. Dragon was in the 7th. The rest of us were in the 8th. Despite everything, we were still together in the race. Good. So things aren't entirely off track. Not off track? Oh my god. 4 of us are dead. Oh my god, just stop talking. I guess that's pretty off track. Adaptability is an important skill in life. Dragons of people have been murdered. Okay, but what is it gonna... how is it gonna help if we all argue about it right now? That's a very unhealthy mental baggage, so I decided to ignore it. Is that just... is just that easy to you? She's a therapist! What do you want her to do? That one actually you think is easy. What are we gonna do? Keep it down, would you? For Christ's sake, people are annoying. Sorry. No, don't be. I'm sorry for snapping you like that. Okay. The intention's starting to get to me. People, there's nothing to question. Look at all those trinkets we have right here. 7 of them. 1 more and we can get out together. I think what we need to do is clear. Each of you should hold on to 1 of these trinkets. I'll stay without 1 for now. We just need to find 1 more of these things. When we do, that person calls out and gathers everybody, and then we'll leave together. I know there aren't many left. It's even possible the traitors have taken some. But we just need 1 more. That's it. 1 more, and we're clear. We can do this. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Now who's with me? I am. As am I. Yeah, this is not gonna go well, and so far it's pretty underwhelming so far. Wasn't that good a speech? No pizzazz at all. Shut up. Ox managed to turn back the public mood to a positive one. With that, everyone started splitting up to search with positive attitudes, without and with. As for me, I started heading to the school's front entrance with Ox. Wow. Wait, why'd you go with Ox then this time? Way to turn the group feeling around. Yes, well, I did just do my best Tiger impression. Since if that comes from someone you don't expect it from, it's more effective. Then our people just desperately want to feel hopeful. Yeah. Tiger might pump them up better. Yeah, you didn't do a good enough job. She might have. She was kind of weird, but she was a good person. She will be missed. They'll all be missed. Whoever did this isn't going to get away with it. I agree, it's unlikely they will. Who do you think did it? I think it's not an unhelpful conversation when we're supposed to be looking for minor trinkets. You don't think it's worth figuring who did it? Not right now, anyway. I think it's really dangerous. It doesn't really change our course of action. I think it's possible to say conclusively who did it with the information present. But you have to take a guess. I told you I'm not going to just accuse someone of a serial murder for the front of it. If I was going to say anything, I would examine the method in which the murders were committed. I mean, how were the locked room murders done? That might be helpful, but that's not what I mean. I'm saying you should think about the process elimination style. This person wants to kill people off one by one. What would that look like? What about if this person wanted to? What about if this person wanted to, or this person? When prosecuting, the trick is to tell the most believable story you can tell to the jury. Stories are all about characters doing things that make sense to them. Yes. So for whom would this situation make the most sense? Ah, I get what you're saying. As I said, search for trinkets first, miss yourself later. Dang, that was my favorite part though. But yeah. With that, we quit our talk of who the killer might be and focus on methodically sweeping the area. Surely a trinket would show up at some point, right? But from room to room, we weren't able to find anything. Eventually, Ox spoke up. It's getting close to the end of the round, right? We should probably run now. Should we try and gather everyone again for this? No, we just need keys to a trinket. We need to find a trinket and everything will be great. Just need a trinket. So 7 or 16 or like 17 or more. Or 12 actually. I'm forgetting the number of people there were now. A small part of the back of my mind disappeared at this realization that we had become so far gone for these stupid tokens with random numbers on them. That part of my brain would have to shut up. For now, even if the game we were playing was dumb, we were playing it with our lives on the line. Ox into a separate room so we can make our moves. Obviously, I clicked and run. We're so close to sleeping together, why would I betray now? Ox came back in and we continued our search. I wasn't very long before we had a visitor. Ah, there you are. Snake. Does the fact that you're looking for us mean you found the trinket? Very much no, I'm afraid. Someone else is dead? Then why are you here? I have unfortunate news to deliver. Okay, let's see here. Horse is dead. Oh no, is someone else dead? No, not that. Okay then. Then what is it? I think you should come to the cafeteria and see for yourself. Okay, someone used their ability. Why the hell does Snake have to be quite a time like this? So there wasn't much I could do but follow his lead to the cafeteria. Seeing is believing, as you say. What am I supposed to be seeing here? Look at the race results. Wait a minute. No way. Horse is ahead. I was in the 9th space. Ox in the 9th space. Tiger was in the 8th. Bunny was in the 9th. Dragon was in the 7th. Snake was in the 9th. And Pig is all the way up ahead, too. Horse in the 11th. Sheep was in the 5th. Monkey was in the 10th. Horse in the 12th. Dog was in the 6th. And Pig was in the 15th. What the hell is going on? It's complete chaos. Indeed. It seems the group's patience has been pushed to the limits. Maybe begun to rush out for their own safety. We were rather disorganized now. How on earth do we even get this configuration? It appears that us 3 and Bunny did what we said we would. Of course, that did not move. Horse moved 3 spaces, meaning he must have used his ability. Pig getting to the 15th space also adds up as she used her ability. His bases match up. Yeah, people died then and she used her ability, then yeah. What I'm not going to comprehend is how Monkey and Rooster got in the 12th and 10th space. That would mean Monkey moved 2 and Rooster 4. But neither abilities should have allowed for that. Did they lie about what they had? Oh, perhaps, but that would be a rather odd lie. Anyways, that isn't exactly the main issue here, is it? Of course it isn't. Our entire plan's up in smoke. Why did it come to this? Actually, I wouldn't say the entire plan is ruined. This way to turn this around and have all 8 of us survive. Or 6 of us, considering the 2 of us are likely traitors. There is? What? Do you recall I hid my ability in case things got out of hand? Why are you going to tell us that now? Of course. I've been wondering about that. Well, now's the time for it to shine. It's incredibly situational, but I must admit, but we can get to work. If every other person, myself included, is on different space when my ability triggers, they'll all be brought to the space I am at. So literally, we have to use our own abilities. That's actually a really great ability. I'm actually really impressed with how to hold off on that. That's actually really great. Seriously, I'm literally the most trustworthy of him than anything else, legitimately. I am then brought forward 5 spaces, but that's a minor enough difference that I won't find out so we use the trinkets as 1. Whoa. Then if we find a token this round, we'd be able to pull together again and finish as a team. Precisely. But would we even be able to fulfill a condition of yours? Get everyone over in different spaces is pretty tough. I will admit it's rather tricky. Remember, the spaces are checked during my turn, that is 6 in the order. While Ox, if like, how was it, if you use your ability, Stampede and move forward several spaces. And if Mouse just uses her ability just to like to ride along, I guess the back of one of the dead, people who did not move at all, then she would just stay in place. Then Snake would just do a regular turn, and then the ability afterwards, and then that's that, right? Spaces are checked during my turn. That is the 6th in the order. Lucky for us, everyone after me is already in a different space. We just need to arrange you, Ox, and Bunny to see different places. So we just need to find Bunny then. Since it doesn't check me, if you don't move, Mouse, things will be fine. But I had to take an action. Then you just sneaky right at me, in which case you'll stay in your space until my ability triggers. If I use Stampede, I'll move to the 14th space, which should also work. However, you run into a problem with Bunny. Where can he go? Funny you asked that. I was suspicious of Bunny's ability from the start, so I later interrogated him about it. It turns out that he was still suspicious of us at the time and lied about his real ability. Well, I figured that much. A sneaky bastard. We have the right to be upset, but at least it'll do some good now. Apparently his real ability will move him one space forwards, and if there's someone else occupying that space, it repeats. It repeats. Wait, what? Oh, is it saying like there's someone else in the space ahead of him and he moves one space there, or just move again until he's just in a space where literally there's no one else in that row? Okay, I'm getting that much. To make you finally really pull us off. Yes, we still must find the trinket if everyone is to get out safely. Are you agreeing with this plan? This seems to be the only option. This is gonna work. It has to. And with Peg's ability being how many people are behind. I guess I mean the victims, I guess, piece as well would move to where Snake is then as well. Nice. Nice. This is actually a really good plan. And I'm more curious why no one wants to trust him. Then get to the finding that last trinket, preferably this round. I'll go find Bunny and convince him to act accordingly. Very well then. Remember, the only thing that matters now is finding a mighty trinket. You got it. Just like that, we have regrouped from despair with a plan to save the day. As long as we found a trinket, everyone will be saved. Unless I'm one of the traitors is is Bunny or Ox. It wouldn't make sense if it was Snake right now because he was hiding his ability the whole time against this. Thank God for Snake's ability, huh? Indeed. Must say, as much as good as doing us, it's a pretty useless ability though. What? It's saving our asses right now. Perhaps, but the fact that we're in a spot where we can arrange the thing is a miracle. And look at it, but everyone being in a different space is an incredibly difficult condition to pull off. Because in that, bringing everyone to one place, and moving 5 spaces isn't even that big of a payoff. I feel like balance was even the biggest concern in Brian's mind when we made this game. Probably not. Anyways, I think we should focus on finding a trinket. It'd be best we split up. Isn't that dangerous? Perhaps not finding a trinket is even more so. Yeah, it's mostly... This whole, so far this game is all about just finding a trinket to make sure everything's fine and dandy, right? I guess you're right. But be careful. Be careful yourself and find a trinket. I will. And since, I guess there's another thing I'm having. There's nothing for me to latch on to think about. Because, the Locker Mystery by themselves, there's only so much you can do there, but, diagrams, stuff like that. If Tiger was in the stairway, the killer would have meet her, when they were going up the staircase, or, when they were both going down or something like that, at least cross past there. They were all in the third case. There's a killer there. When we split up, I was filled with determination. I went through classes at an even greater speed. Part of me was afraid that by rushing through them, I was running the possibility that we'd miss something. But I had to worry about that. As much as I tried to focus on looking for minor trinkets, I wasn't completely able to dismiss the annoyance in my stomach. Why didn't everyone stick to the plan? Yeah, things might have been scary, but to turn their backs on the group without telling anyone like that? It made me livid. No, I shouldn't blame them. They were just scared. Yeah, it's basically why everyone's blended this way. Especially since there's no operant solutions, and literally everyone already found only found 7 trinkets from the very beginning, and now no one else can find any more. Yeah. I'm assuming if some of the traders were someone else when they found a trinket, then yeah, they would have had to put theirs out. And assuming the trinkets are small enough to hide and put in their pocket, then they could just literally have it on their person the entire time. Yeah. They were just scared. They had every right to be. All I needed to do was fix it. I could fix it. Right? Maybe. Probably not. Ugh. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this off here. Since it seems like everything is going slowly out of control. But, yeah. I still don't think it was Tiger who did I guess the first crime, if it's like most likely to do it. And Bunny, yeah. Thinking it was Dragon, it makes sense, but like, Jesus. I don't even think it was them. But, what's another good way to put it? Wait, you didn't even check to see if like Tiger had the keys on her body. What? There's literally a murder's happening, and you gave Tiger it, and now... Wait, what? Oh, God. Oh, no. Everyone's slowly turning... I know, everyone's going scared, I know that, but, like, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, God. We're not even done with one ending yet, and it's going to this. Yeah, I really don't know how to feel. I'll try to get to one ending in this game and see how I feel about it then. Because I'm not really liking this so far. Not really. Doesn't really seem too very polished. And so far it's just really, really slow to go through. It, like, literally is. Like, that's my honest opinion. So, unless there's something interesting with the ending, which... out of like a combination of like 52 endings and like how this is proceeding right now, I honestly don't know if it's gonna be that good. I'm just gonna lay all my thoughts on the open and just like, I'm on the fence of whether to continue or not. But I'll get to an ending at the very least, and maybe a second ending if like there's a choice nearby that like you're gonna see like different possibilities. But that's how I'm gonna leave it off the table. Things are really going really goddamn slow. I don't know how to feel about it. I just don't. It's like really a slog, and it's really boring so far. And that's my opinion here. Sure, it might be good the very ending, but like if it's boring on the way to there, and like the ending latches on to like most like what the beginning is, then I don't know how big of an extension or like a big elevation would be, in all honesty. Unless the one ending which leads to this good ending actually is like the best written one, that seems pretty weird. Just to have like at least one ending be the, like, you know, have the most development to it and have everything else be downplayed so much. It wouldn't make too much sense either. But I'm rambling here, but that's just my thoughts on this so far, really so far. There's not much to even think about, really, or just, you know, move on. Plus the race and the abilities, there's obviously gonna be the whole thing where I'm on a first time thing. You're not gonna remember everyone's abilities first unless you have it all written down and just like literally stop and just think how everyone went and go. Which I don't think I had too much of the patience for that, so I'll leave this off here. So, what a fun time watch as I am playing this. We'll be seeing you next time, what time may be, and I'll hope you have a fantastic day.